exercises. When we isolate, we want to think about only moving one part of our body and only that part of our body. So we did chest in side to side, and then we did forward and back. And we also did cross, so side, middle, forward, middle, side, middle, back, middle. We did diamond, side, front, side, back. And then we also did squares, so we did side, front, back, and circles. And you can do everything in the other direction, and you can also do everything in double timing. When we move side to side, we can also move flat, or we can move with our shoulders. Then we did the same with hips, and you can do the exact same thing. So you have side to side, you have front to back, the cross, and then you have diamond, and square, and circle. And if you want, you can also draw some hearts, and you can also draw some U's, and some figure eights, and some stars, some octagons, whatever you want. Okay, now we went into partners. So, I am leading, and we can lead our isolations in close embrace, or we can lead them in by frame. So when we're leading in close embrace, we're always doing the isolations together. So I will do the isolations as a leader, and that is what's going to get my follower to also do the isolations. Now we talked about a few things in close embrace, and one is about balance. So if I'm moving my follower, then my follower is going to use the sliding in order to regain the balance. Another thing that we talked about is the other thing that we talked about is that in isolations, we want to imagine that we have air in our chest, and we practice holding really stiffly versus moving as if we had air, a ball of air in the middle of our chest. Okay, then we have isolations in an open embrace. So here we have our frame, and the follower is connected with their frame, and there is no space between our arms, and the follower's hand is on the leader's shoulder blade. Now we can either move isolations exactly at the same time, or we can be opposite. We can also, leaders can also hold in one spot, and they can just move the followers. Right? For example, it's much easier if I hold in one spot and lead the followers to do a square, or to do a diamond. And we can also do circle, and if I want, then I can also do circle with the follower. One thing we didn't cover in class is that we can do circle, land the follower, we can do circle, land the follower to the other side, and then from here, a sahara. Okay. We also talked about balance, so we want to have space in between us when we do isolations with frame. We don't want to be so close, because then we will lose our balance at this point if we are too close. So we always want to have our hips underneath our chest. And yes. Then we did a sequence. Now Paolo will lead.
Okay, so for leaders, for followers, okay, and then we're trying to synchronize. So we're coming down on this side, then lifting the follower and stepping there. So don't step too far, step back a bit forward, and then we square up here, and then again. And we step together, and step together, step together, step together, step together. So step, 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 and stop.
Okay, and then the last thing that we covered was micro isolations. So we said that we can do very, very, very small isolations and then increase the size. We also talked about isolating, for example, the shoulder blade, which is very, very nice. And something we didn't get to cover, but that we did in the warm-up, top is isolation of the chest and hip. So we can do chest, chest, hip, hip, chest, chest, hip, hip. And we can do it really fast. Practice this at home. And then you can also do it to the other side. Also really fast. And then you can do front and back, and really fast. And then practice hard